Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday, where I let you know how my week has been going, if it's a thumbs up week, a thumbs down week, or just kind of a little bit of both. Which is normal for most people. I've had a really busy week this week, and I just can't wait to tell you certain things about it. Not that you guys are thrilled when you always hear about my gorgeous grandson, but I am. So that has a lot to do with today's video. So the last time I talked to you, I told you that Mama was going for surgery. That's coming up on Thursday. So if you could send prayers and love to Mama, she's having a hernia repair, which is not a serious operation, but she does have COPD. And at one time when she had a very extensive foot surgery, she flatlined on the table. So they're really worried about giving her any anesthesia. So we have to just make sure that she does good, but she's having a really hard time with her foot right now. And she's in severe pain, and she walks like she has a broken foot and just kind of drags the foot behind her as she's walking, like somebody who has, a broken foot. And it's terrible to see her in that kind of pain. And unfortunately, there is no doctor that will touch her foot. I mean, you could always go and find a surgeon who'll say, oh yeah, I'll operate, but then you end up with more problems. And we've gone to the best of the best and had two opinions, and they both said absolutely not. With her history of COPD, the fact that she flatlined one time during this surgery, and that, basically there's nothing they can do for her. And it's so painful because her ankle literally goes this way. So she's walking on her ankle, which is causing another bone to go through and ulcerate underneath. And it's about this thick. So she's always walking and putting pressure on that area. And it's not easy. It's not easy to be Mama. And she used to be so fiercely independent. And I was so proud of her, and I'm still proud of her, of course, but she was so fiercely independent, and she'd be the one to hang the curtains. She would be the one to bleed the radiators. She would be the one to put in an air conditioner, where my dad kind of supervised all those things when he was alive, and now for her to just be able to sit in a recliner with her foot up most days because she can barely walk to the bathroom is heartbreaking. The only reason they're doing the hernia surgery is because her intestines are coming out, and they don't want them to strangulate or die, because then it becomes more of an issue and she can get an infection. So what they're going to do is, as quickly as possible, cut out anything that is dead in her intestines, sew up the hernia, and then she'll be incapacitated. They said she'll be in severe pain like day 3, day 4. She'll be uncomfortable the rest of the time, but she still has a bad foot. So we're trying to figure out different things to do for her. We tried to get a wheelchair in here for her, but it didn't fit through my small doors in my house. And to put it in the in the bedroom, to just get to the door and then have her get up and then go to the bathroom and have her get up, I'm just so afraid she's going to fall that way. So we're thinking of getting like an electric scooter for her, but we have to measure the doorways, and then we have to measure the wheelchair or whatever we choose to get her. And that's the progression of the degenerative reconstruction on her foot. And the other foot now is starting to hurt because she's been favoring it. And that means her hip is also starting to hurt on the other side. And we're trying really, really hard to figure something out, because she wakes up and before she can even get to the bathroom, she has to take something for the pain. And she walks and drags her back foot. And it's terrible. It really is horrible to see that. And today we went to a whole bunch of doctors. Tuesday, actually, we went to a whole bunch of doctors. We went to the cardiologist because he had to clear her for surgery. And he said because this is a surgery that can get worse if you don't have it, then he had to approve it. But he doesn't like the idea of her being under anesthesia for any length of time. Then we had to go for pre-testing. And thankfully that didn't last too long. We were supposed to be gone about 4 hours today, and it only took 2. So we were thrilled with that. She also we have nothing to do tomorrow, so that's really good. She has nothing to do tomorrow. I just found out I have a lot to do tomorrow. But so that's what's going on with that. Tomorrow I will be running around. I have to go to Walmart to get some food in the house. I have to go get my eyeglasses adjusted again because my ex-husband sat on them and they're completely crooked, so I can't see, from the bifocals anything. So I have to get those adjusted again. And then we have to go somewhere else, and I don't know where that other place is. I will have a video where I don't do that to my teeth. Okay, let me tell you about my grandson. He is the cutest thing on the planet. I saw him Sunday for Easter, and I hope you had a happy holiday, whether you celebrate Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, whatever you celebrate. I hope you had an amazing day. The weather here in New York was gorgeous. It was almost 60 degrees. And what they did is they live in an apartment my apartment complex, but they live a few buildings away from me, and they have just a strip of land in front of them. So they put all the eggs all over the place, and we let him go up and pick out the eggs first. And whatever we had left, my son raced my other son, and they had to pick up a specific color egg. I had to race my son's mother-in-law, and we had to pick up the green eggs. Then my daughter-in-law and my nephew had a race, and they had to pick up a different type of egg. And by the time we were all done, all the eggs were picked up instead of everyone going and being like, oh, this really stinks. Because they put out like 35 eggs for a 2-year-old who just wants to put some stuff in the basket and call it a day. And they woke him up from a nap. But he was so cute that day. We had gotten him a cash register, a Target cash register, and he absolutely loved it. So he was there scanning produce. I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm teaching him how to work retail. Like, hopefully we're going to go to college and not do this for a living. I think he's going to be a rock star or an artist. And hopefully he doesn't enjoy scanning so much that he just decides to become a retail worker, because it's hard work and you have to deal with the public. And I had done it for years, but you always want more for your grandchildren than you do for yourselves. But he was able to open the cash register. He put the dollar bills where they were supposed to go. He put the change where it was supposed to go. And he had a little credit card that we stuck in his pocket, and he kept bringing it out. And it was the cutest thing because he had the credit card and he would just hold it up to the register like you do with a smartphone or your card on one of those things, and it just automatically takes the payment out of your account. So that was really cute. He was so cute with his other grandmother, and I love the fact that he was paying so much attention to her. Because the day before was her birthday, and we wished her a happy birthday and sang happy birthday on Easter to her because we were all there. And it was just a really amazing, fun day. The food was amazing. They had made certain meals, and everybody bought different sides, and it was great. It was absolutely great. So I hope you enjoyed your holiday as much as I enjoyed mine. And then told you guys that Monday night I was babysitting from 4 at night to 1 in the morning. Well, my daughter-in-law and son decided they were going to go see WWE Raw at the Barclays Center, and she had never been before. And of course, he's an avid wrestling fan, and I used to take them when they were younger, and teenagers and stuff like that. And she's like looking for like a little fanny pack so she doesn't have to bring a pocketbook. So she ordered something from Lululemon, and I'm like, listen, it's going to get destroyed. Just get whatever you can find, plastic, nylon, whatever. You're never going to use this again, probably. So just whatever. But we ended up going and picking it up for her. And they had the best time. I was like, act like you're single. And then I realized I don't want them to act like they're single. I want them to act like they're dating. So I'm like, act like you were when you were dating. Do not worry about what's going on here. I was like, he's fine. I raised 2 kids who are in their 30s, and they're both alive and healthy, and I got this. So at one point, my daughter-in-law texts me, and she's like, okay. I was like, can we just get him McDonald's for dinner? Because he likes the cheeseburger and the french fries. And she's like, yes, but he eats a cheeseburger a specific way. And she gave me step by step instructions on how to cut the cheeseburger. He doesn't like the bun. Put the ketchup on the side. Put the french fries to the right of the cheeseburger and let him eat that. And I'm like, I know how he eats his cheeseburger. I've seen him do this before. That's fine. I got this. I promise. I got this. And she's like, I know. I'm just want to let you know so this way he eats for you. I said, okay, no problem. Then about 15 minutes later, I get a text from my son. And he's like, Ma, he gets a bath between 5 and 5:30. Then he eats dinner between 6 and 6:30. Now, I would do it the opposite way. I would give him a bath after dinner, but they have him on a schedule. And he's like, all right, between 6 and 6:30, he's like, come 7:15 to 7:30, you clean up a little bit. He's like, put his toys away, then put the TV on low, let him watch TV in the living room. And after 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending on how tired he is, shut it off and go in the room and read to him some stories, and he'll fall asleep. I was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but I've been a mom before. Before you get the title of Mima or Grandma, you get the title of Mom. I was like, and you are fine, and your brother is fine. We've got this. Just go out and have a good time. I will text you pictures periodically, but we are good. I promise you we are good. So we happened to have a really good time. They text me a few times during the night to see how he was and if he had finished dinner. Not only did he finish 80% of his hamburger, 80% of his fries. My ex-husband had chicken nuggets, so he took one chicken nugget, and he had barbecue sauce. So he took his french fries, dipped it in the barbecue sauce, then dipped it in the ketchup, and then would eat it, and he loved it. But his father is obsessed with ketchup too, so that didn't even surprise me in the least. And we just had the nicest time. My ex-husband was with me until about 7 o'clock so he could go get the food and help me give the baby the bath and everything. And when it was just him and I, we're sitting on the couch, we're watching a movie. It was at level 2 volume. And I always did that with my kids, so they'd have to strain to hear it, and then you get more tired. And then around 8:15, he goes in the kitchen. He gets his thing of milk. He asked me for his sassy, which is his pacifier, and his blankie. And then we go, and I said, let's go in your room and go to bed. And the crib looks like a day bed because they have the sides like this, and the back is like this. The crib, the mattress is over here, and then they have a guardrail. And I said, okay, lie down, Dominic. And I didn't mean to say his name. I was like, lie down, sweetie. I was like, Mima's going to read you a story. And I ended up reading him 3 stories. But it was the funniest thing because one of the books I grabbed was 3 Little Pigs. Now, some of the versions of the 3 Little Pigs are very violent. And some have them all doing yoga at the end of the story. Well, this was the violent version. So I had to be creative. And when the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house down made out of straw, instead of the wolf eating the little pig ran to his brother's house and left cookies for the wolf to eat so that he wasn't hungry. And that's how I did the story. I was like, and at the end, everybody became friends, and they used to have picnics together all the time. The end. So I might have embellished a little bit, but I don't want to scare him with the big bad wolf and all that stuff. I don't want him to be scared, so I had to embellish a little bit, and I hope he forgives me for my embellishment as he gets older and realizes Mima wasn't quite honest with the story of the 3 little pigs. So they got home around 1:15. I got into my house at like 1:20 because, like I said, I live just a few buildings down from them. I came in, everybody in my house was asleep. I jumped in the shower real quick because I just felt all icky. I jumped in the shower real quick and came out, and there was nobody who was awake in my house. And I was able to relax for a little bit and then finally fell asleep. So that was my week. It was an awesome week. I have never been happier. I get to babysit him tomorrow, but he'll be coming to my house because Mom and Dad have a dental appointment, and it's hard to bring the baby to that. So he's going to be staying with me, and I'll feed him dinner, and I'll make him grilled cheese sandwiches and little things that he can have, like some raisins or something like that to go with it. And that's it. So also I ordered from ColourPop their mystery box. It's $49. And I also ordered the Odin's Eye mystery box. And I also ordered the Kiss Glam Light collab that was supposed to be here already. It is running late. So as soon as I get these things, I will do an eye look with them. The eye looks are hard for me to do because I have nowhere to do them until very late at night. And at night I want to take off my makeup. So I'm going to see, I'm still trying to get on that schedule. And that's it. So in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.